Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rosemary. This is Rosemary's You Rock Art. If you are returning, thank you. I truly appreciate it. If you're checking this out for the first time, I hope you stick around. Please consider hitting that subscribe button, like, comment, share, and hit that bell so you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Welcome to hashtag Tea Tuesday. This is my first time participating in this collaboration. This collaboration is hosted by my two sweet friends, Kathy over at Kathy's Favorite Things and Patty over at Life with Patty. All right, I've been watching a lot of Tea Tuesday videos for the past, several months, and I'm like, how fun is that? But I felt like not sure what I would talk about. Well, today I think I have lots to share. There's been a lot of changes in my life lately, and I wanted to give you a life update. Before I get into what I want to share with you, I'm going to tell you what I am drinking. I love the red rose herbal tea. Oh my gosh, I love it, love it, love it. So there's a package that comes together in this red rose line. This caramel apple pie, there's a strawberry shortcake, a blueberry muffins, and there's a lemon, and I can't remember the name of the lemon. I love them all. They're sweetened with stevia, which is perfect because I don't have sugar. So, and I am drinking it in this gorgeous mug my BFF Camille bought for me at Hobby Lobby. So that's what I'm drinking. Oh, I do add, this is sugar-free also. I add this flavoring, and it is salted caramel. Oh my gosh. So I add a few squirts to my tea. It's like drinking a dessert. It's so delicious. It blends really well together. It smells delicious. So I'll take a sip and then I will share what has been happening in my life. Oh my gosh, I cannot even explain how great that is. All right, lots and lots of changes. I have been thinking about what I would share with you, and I'm just going to kind of start at the beginning and then just work my way through, and hopefully I can share this life-changing events with you. All right, so a lot of you know that I own my own business. It's called Double H Vending. I started my business back in 2006. So this business is through the Commission for the Blind. Now, every state has a Commission for the Blind. And within that Commission for the Blind, they have a VR section, which is vocational rehabilitation. And then they also have another section, which is called the Business Enterprise Program. What they do in that section, in the Business Enterprise Program, is they train visually impaired and blind individuals to own their own businesses. So I was approached back early 2005, and maybe it was 2004, and asked if I wanted to go through this program. And I'm like, I needed to know more about it. So I agreed that I wanted to try this out. And I said I didn't want a restaurant, but I was really intrigued about running a vending route. So I went to school in end of 2005, 2006. I went to school at C&M, and it's a kind of a trade school here in Albuquerque. C&M, yeah. It used to be called TVI, and that's what I know it as. But anyway, I went to school, did very well, and then I took my Serve Safe exam and passed, did all of that, and then I did on-the-job training with another fellow manager. Well, I was awarded my first route in September 2006, September 1st. And I started my route. And the route I had was all the courthouses, the federal courthouse, the county courthouse, and metro courthouse. And then in 2008, a bid came up, meaning this location came up. So you can place an interest bid, not a money bid, but you can say, I'm interested in doing this route. And the route was the main post office downtown. And I was awarded that in 2008. So from 2008 to current, I have been managing the main post office downtown, all the courthouses, and a lot of other locations. And, this business has been an awesome business. I've been in business for 15 years. I really, really love it. And what I love about it is the interaction I have with people, my customers, the people that I interact with when I go into the buildings, um, the staff at the courthouses, the people that I come in contact with all throughout the route, people that I pick up supplies from, Pepsi, people that deliver product to me, which is Coke. I enjoy interacting with all these people, and I have made a bunch of friends throughout the years. I mean, for 15 years, I've interacted with all these people throughout my route in various different capacities. And I realized recently I know a lot of people. I really, really do. So, I really love that part of my job. Now, the other part that's not too fun is upset customers, because you're always going to have that. You can't please everyone 100% of the time. I do my best, and I think people knew that I was fair and honest with my pricing. And if they had any kind of issue, I always gave them a refund at the earliest possible moment that I was, at the building or whatever. So that's not the funnest part of the business, and also it was very, very physical. We were always so this is an example of how physical it is. So I could go to Sam's Club, purchase, I'm just going to throw out a number, 12 cases of soda. You have to take those cases off the shelf, put them on your cart that you're wheeling around Sam's Club, then take that soda, put it in your van, take it out of your van, into your storeroom, out of the storeroom, into the building. Multiple times you are handling that case of soda. And, not only did we handle cans, but we handled 20-ounce bottles of soda, which is a lot heavier. So it was very, very physical. There were days where I'm like, I just come home and I had to sit down. So there's challenges to that kind of business, and there's certainly a lot of rewards to this kind of business. I really, really have enjoyed it. Well, 2020 rolled around, and as you know, the pandemic hit. And during the pandemic, when it first hit, I'm like, no, I'm going to continue serving my customers, especially those that are at the main post office downtown Albuquerque and the post office in Rio Rancho, because now I had that post office as well, and also a location called ASF, which is the Auxiliary Sorting Facility. That was part of the main post office, but it was in a different location, kind of like 15 minutes away. And what they do there at the Auxiliary Sorting Facility, they only process packages. And at the main post office, they only process the mail. So I really felt very, very strongly about continuing serving the post offices and all my locations during the pandemic, because at the main post office downtown Albuquerque, there's hardly any place for them to get food. Like they couldn't easily just go and get dinner or lunch or anything, because not only is there not many places, food businesses there, but during the pandemic, if there were, they were now shut down. So I really felt so strongly about keeping my machines full. So at the post office, I have all sorts of different kinds of vending machines, not only soda machines, which are cans and bottles, but I also had a machine devoted to chips, one machine devoted to all pastries, one to all candy, one to a variety of things. And I sold cutlery, batteries, pain reliever, chapstick, all sorts of different stuff. I had another vending machine devoted to just freezer stuff, Hot Pockets, burritos, sandwiches, ice cream. Another vending machine devoted to refrigerated stuff like milk, and just stuff you can put in there like that. So I really felt like it was really, really important for me to continue that service for the post office. And then for the courthouses, that all shut down. And one thing that really hit me very, very hard was at Metro Courthouse. At Metro Courthouse, I had another uh, kind of deal going on. So I would provide the jury division with everything they need to provide jurors with. So if you went into Metro Courthouse and you were on a jury, they would give you a free soda, water, coffee, tea. So I would provide all of that for that service. And I would bring it in almost weekly, and it was quite a bit. And it wasn't us filling a machine. I would just bring in the product, put it in their cabinet, and I was done. That was my bread and butter of the business. And when the pandemic hit, I lost it all. That was hard. So 2020, was a very challenging time, as it was for a lot of business owners, a lot, especially in the food industry. So 2020 continued on. I still kept plugging away. If you know me at all, I'm very stubborn. I'm not going to quit. So I just kept plugging away. And I thought, 2021, there's going to be a turnaround and things are going to get better. Now, I didn't think that January 1st, 2021 would just magically everything would disappear. I didn't think that at all. What I was thinking is maybe June or July things would start get back to normal. Well, June and July rolled around, August and those months, and I'm like, wow, things are not getting back to normal. People at the courthouses weren't fully staffed yet. They were not having jurors at all at Metro Court. Um, and it was tough. If it were not for the main post office, ASF, and the post office at the Rio Rancho location, I would not have made it. It was getting tough. And as the summer went on, product was very difficult to come by. I'd go to Sam's and I would buy a huge variety of pastries, just for an example. And there would be times where I couldn't find anything. Literally, the shelves were empty. Maybe every now and then I'd find the cupcakes, so I'd buy a bunch and then sell those out, and then I couldn't find anything. It wasn't consistent. Uh, I couldn't find things consistently on the shelf. So my customers, because I communicate with them, they understood, but I felt their frustration as well, and of course I was very frustrated too. Coke, anytime that they would deliver, they would say, we don't have any Diet Coke, and it's going to be out for I don't know how long, and that would be in it wouldn't be consistent with that either. There's times they didn't have Dr. Pepper for long stretches of time. Same thing with Pepsi. So now I don't have all the product that I'm used to carrying in my machines. And my machines are looking a little bit sparse. And as time goes on, more and more empty slots, or not slots, but selections. And it was just hard to find product. And I felt like I was doubling my efforts just to do my business. If I didn't find it at one Sam's, I'd go to another Sam's. Okay, there's extra time, there's extra gas to do that. And that was eating into my profit. Gas prices, as everyone knows, is going up and up. Food prices, candy prices, chip price, everything was just getting more expensive for me to purchase. Coke and Pepsi is having problems with the deliveries. So I normally had my delivery on Tuesday because I work Tuesday, Friday. And on Tuesday morning, I would call and see if they could give me an ETA on my delivery. We're not going to deliver today, maybe tomorrow. And I'm like, I'm at the post office today. And there was nothing they could do about it. They were having issues on their end. They couldn't find drivers, they couldn't find people in the warehouse to load up their trucks. So sometimes I would have to go back downtown, get my worker, my driver to go back downtown. There's more gas, more time to meet Coke. And so that was eating into the profit. I'd go pick up Pepsi at their plant, which I normally did, and usually it was a 15-minute ordeal. I'd call, give her my order, go around back and get my van loaded up. Now we were waiting an hour because they are short in their warehouse. So all of these variables really started to weigh on me. And every time Jack would do my monthly report, because we have to submit a monthly report to the Commission for the Blind to let them know how we did each month. And then from that, we pay a set-aside fee to the Commission, because the Commission for the Blind owns all the machines. We just own the product and manage our own businesses. So it was a small fee that we paid each month to the Commission for upkeep of those machines or replacement of the machines. So each time Jack would do my monthly report, he's like, Rosemary, this is where you're at. And he always kept me informed on where I was at the end of each month. There were 2 months out of this whole 15 years that I was in business that I did not make a profit. One was May 2020 and May 2021. I don't know if that's a coincidence, but I thought I always do well because I take care of my inventory. We're always checking to make sure nothing's out of date, and I'm very picky on how I ran my business. Well, in around August, early August, I thought I can't do this business anymore. I really can't. I am actually losing money, and it's getting worse as the months go on. And I'd been doing it for 15 years, and again, there's been some great things about it, but this part of it was getting worse, and I decided I was going to retire, and it was a hard decision because I love my job. I love owning my own business. There's some freedom with owning your own business. However, there is a ton of responsibility. People would think, oh, you're done for the day. Well, no, I'm not quite done for the day. I still have the books to do. I still have banking to do. I still have orders to call in. And so I was always busy, and rarely did I ever take a day off because I really felt a huge responsibility. That's my business, and I'm the one that is ultimately responsible for what happens to that business. And I'm very picky, and I was very blessed throughout the 15 years to have incredible employees. Never had any issues at all. I was truly blessed to have people that supported me, worked alongside with me, and to get this job done and get it done to provide a service to all these people at the courthouses and at the post offices. So as of Tuesday, I believe it was the 25th, I wrapped up my business. And at first I was really concerned I was going to have a lot of inventory left over. I was afraid I was going to have a lot of stuff that I wasn't going to be able to sell. But as each location, I stopped buying things at the beginning, mid-September. I stopped buying anything, and I was just going to sell everything out. And I informed my customers that was happening. So as each location got down to onesie twosie things, I would take that location, take everything out, move all the product to the main post office, and then clean it and get it, get signs put on that the Commission for the Blind would be getting a new blind manager to take care of that location. So as that happened, I moved everything to the main post office. And at the very end, a dear friend of mine took over the location. He and his dad are now the new managers there. So I'm very happy for them. And I was very happy to help them with that transition. But they helped me in return. They bought a lot of my inventory. And then I had two other people buy off some other inventory. So I was left with very, very little inventory, which we brought home, and Jack's kind of happy to have some snacks. So I didn't lose out hardly at all. At all. I ended up doing quite well. And so for the past 2 weeks, I've just kind of tried to not sure what I'm going to do, not sure what's happening. Jack goes, you don't need to worry about it, don't need to get a job. But I like being busy. I like being, having something to contribute to society and do. So I'm not sure, but I want to share something with you that was totally unexpected. I went in to speak with my dear friend at the main post office downtown. She is a plant manager's secretary. She and I are really good friends. In fact, she asked if I would come back and visit her and we could go to lunch, and definitely I'm going to do that. Aside from that, there's another gentleman that works at the county courthouse. He was like, Rosemary, please come have lunch with me. So I'm going to take a trip downtown and go have lunch with him as well. But anyway, I'm at the plant manager's office, or the secretary's office. And my dear friend says, do you have a minute? And I said, sure, because I was in the process of turning in all my keys, all my badges. I was done. And this is quite emotional. Again, I just have so many friends throughout the route, but especially, at the post office. They've become such dear, dear friends. So anyway, I'm talking to the plant manager's secretary, and she said, do you have a minute? And I said, sure. And the plant manager stepped out of her office, and she had something in her hand. She opened it up and started reading. She presented me with this beautiful booklet. And in the booklet, there is a letter of appreciation and a certificate of appreciation from the United States Post Office for the 15 years of dedicated service. And I know that during 2020 and 2021, during this pandemic, my dear friend, the secretary, would continually tell me, thank you for being here. You do not have to be here during the pandemic, but we appreciate you being here. And I know they did. And I thought that was really kind of the plant manager to present me with that certificate. As she's reading it, I was bawling my eyes out. I had someone else read it to me afterwards because I didn't even hear a thing. So it was just so touching and so lovely. This business is kind of hard because, there's times customers are unhappy because they lost $1, or, their candy wouldn't come out, or their soda got stuck, and they get kind of upset. But for the most part, I think, I worked very hard at trying to keep my customers happy. Not only did they present me with the certificate and letter of appreciation, but they also gave me this lovely gift I want to share with you. I know this video is going to be a bit on the long side, but I really felt like I wanted to share all of this that's happening right now with you. They gave me a card, and that's what it says there, kind of congratulating me on my retirement. That's kind of what I'm calling it, I guess. And then they gave me, what's in this box was this um, Skin Soft lotion. And then the bath bombs. Let's see, I think they go that way. And then this incredibly soft scarf. I mean, it's not only gorgeous, but it is super. I can't even tell you how soft it is. And then, if that weren't enough, this water bottle. And what I love about it, it has the U.S. Postal emblem on there. I thought this was so kind, so sweet of the post office to do. I cherish this. This is just beautiful and amazing. And you know, again, you never know what kind of impact you're having. I was just there doing my job day to day, or you know, I did it Tuesday, Friday. Go in there consistently, and they can count on me that I was there at 7 o'clock in the morning, get it done, go to the courthouses. They, when we drove up and we went through security, our van, you know, pulled up to the gates, they opened them because at a certain time we were at those courthouses delivering our product for those vending machines. Anyway, back to the post office. I, like I said, I did not expect that they were going to present me with that beautiful certificate and letter. So Jack and I were walking around Lowe's just around the time that I had decided I needed to do this. This was a need. I had to close the business because it would not financially survive anymore. We were walking around Lowe's and he goes, "Oh my gosh, look at those cute little die-cut cars." And he goes, "There's a little postal Jeep." And I said, "I want that postal Jeep because I want all my friends at the post office to sign this." And they did. I have all sorts of sweet notes on here. And I think it's so sweet. So I will cherish this. It's going to sit here in my craft room. You know, sometimes transitions are hard, even though they are the right thing to do. I knew when I made this decision, I knew for a fact and for a surety that this was the right thing. I know other people that have vending business outside the business enterprise program, outside the Commission for the Blind. They're private business owners. They're like, we don't know how we're making it. It's hard. It's very hard. So I knew that the decision I had made was the right one. It's still hard because any kind of transition is tough, and especially when you have friends that love and support you, and these people really did support me. So that's what I wanted to share with you on my first Tea Tuesday. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I'll keep you guys updated. Like I said, I don't know what's happening right now. I'm still getting up super early. I'm working out. And then I am just doing things around the house. I'm doing things for sure for this channel to keep things moving along. So, anyway, again, if this video was a bit long, I do apologize. But I really felt like this was really important to share with all of you. Because just like the people at the post office that were so loving and supportive, and at the courthouses, you guys are equally loving and supportive, and I do appreciate that. So thank you for hanging out with me for Tea Tuesday. I really appreciate it. Be safe, be happy, be positive, and until next time, you guys rock.